All up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Johnson on the counter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back in.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 88 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All day, baby, all day. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go. Mike's 50. Hit it. Mike's 54.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Get it.
They'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Callaway. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Rabbit.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Go! 70, Indy.
First down, Carolina.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he fires one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
58 for Mike, 58.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 78 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
60 outlaw.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The throw over the middle, taken in.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the ground, this is Johnson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Set 18 Gator.
Back to throw here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's get it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 81 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check, 59.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Alert 3. Slam.
Ready.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Topper! Topper! Hey, Delta!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
24 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Minshew. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Right. Ready.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down. 8, read.
54. Mike, 54.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hit it.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
General West.
Check three, check three, check three.
Now.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Switch, switch.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Clear. What?
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Here we go, here we go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
X3. 218. Chopper.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Mike 5-4.
2nd and 5. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
You ain't going nowhere.
5.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
And they take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Carolina, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?